Hey guys, welcome to part 2, how to rebuild your diff, or should I say how to remove your diff. Very easy to put back. While you have everything in your hands right now, what I suggest is to look at your kit at the same time. Make sure there's no damaged parts, things like that. Because while you're at it, if there is a damaged part, you'll be able to change it right now instead of putting it back together and, oh man, this is broken, I gotta take the kit apart again. Check every piece to make sure everything's fine, everything's working, and we're in good shape. And part 1, I did say about these nuts right here on the other side. See if I don't know if you guys can see them, they're still right here. Make sure when you're gonna re-put your back end back is to put these nuts back, and don't forget your belt. If you forget your belt, you're gonna have to dismantle everything again. Let's put this thing back together again. Now let's insert this guy right here, and let's not forget our belt. And there we go, she's back on. And let's put our bulkhead now. And let's put the arm. And what I do here, I reinstall this screw first. That way it keeps everything kind of aligned. Now I install this pin. And will I be lucky? Of course not. She's playing with me now. Sometimes you'll have a hard time realigning both of them together. And there we go. Now let's reinstall our C-Clip. And this is a good way at the same time to, and it's like I said, to inspect everything too. And let's say guys, for one reason or the other, you have to go do something else. There's an emergency and come on, and you have to stop working on your kit and you forget where the things go in. Take pictures, things like that, that way you'll remember, and then put everything, your parts you're not going to reuse or you took off and it's going to take a couple days before you get your parts. Small baggies, and write on it that's dog won't sprint too. Things like that. That's what I do. That way when I come back to my kit later on, everything's there, everything's labeled, very easy to find. So right now the back end is built. Some of you guys just maybe notice there's two parts here still. Forgot to put my drive bones back in. That means I'm gonna have to dismantle everything again, but no. Very easy. Flat screwdriver. Pop your ball joint. Insert your dog bone. Reinstall your ball joint. Dog bones installed. Do the same thing on the other side. There we go. Rear diff of a Sprint 2 almost back in one piece. Now let's bring the car back. Put these parts right here. Oh, I forgot 2 screws. I'm a little bit too fast right here, guys. 2 screws for the shock tower. Now, this part is finished. Now you have to watch out when you're going to put back, there's 2 pins here, inserting these 2 holes right here. When you do put it back, make sure these 2 clips insert, flip on the other side. There we go. What you could do, yeah, you could. Let's go ahead at one step and let's relock this in one piece, making sure that our belt is where she's supposed to be. There she goes. Now this step, don't forget to put back your rear bumper. Those are 2 screws you're putting back at the same time, holds your rear bumper. Now we can reinstall these 2 bolts right here, because these guys have already the nut on the other side. There we go. Didn't do the other side yet, because of the reason we need to reinstall this piece right here and bring everything down. Now let's put our belt over this hole and bring this guy down. And let's reinstall the screw on the other side here. Keep everything from moving. There we go. Now we have our both belts. Now let's reinstall the center right here. Okay. What I'm trying to do right now is give me a little bit of slack here. You have to insert this guy first. If you don't, you won't be able to reinsert it after. Now let's pop the second belt over it. There we go. Did I? Now once this part is done, now only thing it needs to be left to do is to reinstall these guys right here. But now this guy's not have to be careful with these guys. Sometimes they won't go in the way they're supposed to. And you have to make sure, guys, too, that your bottom belt stays hooked in. And there we go. Now, like I said earlier on the first video, this pin, you have to remember where she goes. mine's on the first. Doesn't mean yours is going to be on the first too. What are you? Okay. And that's supposed to be, they're also supposed to be the same. This one right now is giving me a heartache. And there we go. Now if you want to, any end of this guy you can start adding. I'm gonna do this side, add the drive pin, build it with the spur back. Now just need to add the C-clip on this side. Now this is done. Now I only have 2 other bolts to put back in. The way I do it, I flip the kit on the side and insert them in the hole. I don't know if you guys can see it, but she goes right here. You'll notice when you're going to remove the first time, you'll notice where they go. And what you could do, if you want to, you can CA them there, CA glue, and that's that way they don't fall. And if you look at it, everything turns. Like clockwork. And put our wheels back. And there you go, guys. This is how you put your diff back on a Sprint 2 Flux or Sprint 2 Sport. If you have any questions or something, guys, post them down below. I'll be gladly to answer you guys. And join me on my Facebook group, DJSPRC on Facebook. Peace, guys.